Hey there, I'm Dennis Hancock. I'm the president and CEO of Mountain Valley MD, and I wanted just to pop on quickly to give our shareholders an update on our progress and fill you in on the last quarter and some of the things we've been working on. For those that have been following our story, late last year we announced a focus in on commercialization, and so essentially, from the 10 plus investments and technologies we've been advancing, we selected the top 3 candidates and created unique lines of business to develop and drive those forward. And those other projects that we've paused have expense benefits, but they will come back as deemed appropriate in the coming future. But for now, we felt 3 years in, really important to get on with commercializing the business, getting the capital in place to continue to fund the R&D rather than from a burn standpoint, but from a profit standpoint. So far, our shareholders have been very positive on our strategy. So we're at a really interesting point in time. Our fiscal year FY24 commences April 1st. And with that, we've been doing some fairly extensive business planning, which we reviewed with the board several weeks ago, and now are full speed ahead into next year's operating plan. And so this 3-year plan starts with year 1 being revenue positive in the sense that our burn rate is completely offset by the net profit from our business performance this year. And that's been a personal objective of mine that I've shared previously, and something I'm quite excited about putting into place for this year. So how we've organized the business with the 3 lines of business is in our nutraceuticals, animal husbandry, and agriculture. And nutraceuticals, that progress has been really great. We've narrowed down our formulations to pain relief, which is a topical ointment through a proprietary patent technology. We've also applied our QuickZone technology to the nutraceutical space in an oral rapid dissolve format. And the product categories focused there are weight loss, energy, and sleep as the initial 3. So we're in final formulation and production alignment at this point. And without a doubt, I'm very confident you'll see product in the marketplace in this coming fiscal. The other big area is the animal husbandry. So all of the trials are now officially done. All our reports are locked up, and we are ready to commence our husbandry animal space. And there's 2 big pieces to this if you've been following. The one is in the aquatic species, which I believe will be perhaps even the larger of the 2 initially, and it's a big focus of our partner that we're licensing to initially to port inside of Bangladesh, and then looking beyond that at other markets. And then the second is, of course, the more typical livestock play. So really good stuff there, and quite confident in that near-term commercialization as well, and some pending government approvals. The third area, which again is a bit different in the sense of the first 2 categories are our licensed technologies to third parties, whereas in this 3rd category, we've actually invested in a company and doubled down that investment in the fall as they go through their Series A funding and have their own go public plans. But in that case, we have distribution rights globally for that product. And one of the areas that our team's focused on initially for several reasons is LATAM. So that includes Mexico, Central America, and South America. And our business strategy there, first of all, multiple crop turns with the climate, but is to go after large agricultural operations. And so we are literally working with some of the top farming organizations in the world through a product testing phase. And we've also invested in what we call a showroom in Uruguay, where we've applied Agrarius across 30 crop types, and in this environment, using that showroom for business development. And have had some really incredible success with the product that I'll be sharing video and images in the coming weeks, just so you can see the simple before after stuff that's coming out of that market. But the main application going on at the farm level, trialing on some of the largest crops in South America, Central America, and Mexico. And what's really amazing about our approach here is we're letting each farm operation have all of their secret sauce. So many of these are multi-generation farm operations with significant teams and implications, and some of them 1 million hectares of land coverage through their farm networks. And so what we're doing now is going through a very sophisticated trialing phase, some of them wrapping up, and some will overlap into the start of the fiscal through April and May. But what we're doing, in my mind, is really intelligent in the sense that they're figuring out the best applications, the fertilizer reduction story where appropriate. And a reminder, this is 100% organic product, so it's enabling some to even consider abandoning fertilizer and going to a 100% organic crop. So lots of progress there. We've built out the initial operational agronomy staff and finance staff for our setups in South America. And so you'll learn more about some of our tax strategies and how we're setting up our business for that. But again, wanted to give you a pulse. Really, really excited about what the team's doing and the team we have in place to implement our plans of this year. So lots of good stuff. Stay tuned, and I hope everyone's doing well. And again, really appreciate you following our story. Thank you.